We as human beings have a deep desire to connect with God. And to be connected to God, we need to become more in alignment with God, of God's energy, of God's frequency. We need to resonate more on that vibration to get closer to God. It actually means we need to become more God-like. And to become more God-like, we need to embody more of the qualities of God Himself. And one of the qualities which really stands out for me about God is the quality selflessness. God is selfless. If you're a Christian, you can actually see that God has sent His only begotten Son. It's an act of selflessness. And the Son died on the cross. It's an act of selflessness. But you can even take this beyond religion. If you look at the earth, at nature, it keeps giving. It is selfless. The sun, everything which is a representation of God outside of the human beings represents for me a sense of selflessness. Therefore, to become closer to God, we need to become more selfless. But in essence, we are actually born in selfishness. If you look at a little baby, they come in, they cry 2 o'clock in the morning, toddlers, they throw tantrums. They don't care about how the mother is feeling, if the father has a headache, if there's money, or if there's not. It's all about them. And if I really reflect at my own life, I saw myself as a child in my teenage years, in my 20s, so selfish. And I realize we as human beings can get so easily stuck in that selfishness. But our journey is to move away from selfishness, more towards selflessness. And the more we move towards selflessness, the more we get closer to God, the more we become in alignment of the embodiment of that godly nature. And I do see that the whole system is actually designed to support us to move away from selfishness to selflessness. When we get brought up in a family system, we get close to our mom and to our father and to our brothers and sisters. We become selfless. We go to school, we get friends, we love them, we become selfless. We get a partner, we become selfless. And hopefully we can learn how to extend this beautiful gift of selflessness to our community, to all human beings. Because in essence, that is what God does. He loves everyone. It's a sense of selflessness. But when I look at this energy of selflessness, I also see that the selflessness gives us a sense of service. When I'm selfless, I ask, how can I serve? And when we are at service, we also have a purpose. So if no one needs my service, I don't actually have a purpose. So the more selfless we become, the more at service we are, the more purpose we have. I don't say it's your life purpose or your soul purpose. I just say when people need us, we actually have a purpose. So we all here to be actually at service to one another. I need a supermarket, I need people to see me. All of that, every time, the more people need to see me, the more I can be at service, the more it feels as if I have a purpose. You cannot go to work and there's no need for you, because then you cannot be at service. Your service is not needed, and then you don't have a purpose. So may we all learn this beautiful gift of selflessness. And when we can acknowledge it in ourselves and acknowledge it of others and share it, so we can learn to become more godlike and become closer to our Creator, not only through prayer and meditation, but through our daily deeds in life itself. Blessings.